just kill the SCVs and HonMonO can't pull the boys. Easy. True, true. How can you pull the boys if they don't exist? Big brain. As we're spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Team Blazer. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the yellow Terran player from the land, or living from the land of South Korea, living in the land of Japan, representing Team Hyper 1. It is HonMonO. And do you see what I see? I see an SCV across the map. Because of course there is. Oh boy. We'll see what we bring to the table here on Oceanborn. Now, Krystianer, again, he has history with HonMonO. They have played each other in series before. Krystianer is fully aware that HonMonO is one that is hyper aggressive and hyper all-in. We've actually seen HonMonO defeat Krystianer in a best of 5 in the past. Has happened before. And Krystianer also, of course, was watching the Geralt series, so he's aware that shenanigans are going to be afoot. Now, it's only going to be a singular proxy Rax, but we are going double gas. Interesting. A double gas opener here from HonMonO. Probe Scout comes in. Krystianer, he will confirm that both gases have been taken and the Rax is missing. Should be able to confirm momentarily. Now, I'm curious if we go for an add-on. No, okay, we're going to be going for Proxy Reaper here from HonMonO. Very light pressure, very light aggression. It's only a single Rax, only one Reaper. So just designed to apply some pressure here while we do expand and get our factory up and running back at home. Now, I misspoke. I said expand. We should see a factory. I don't know if there's going to be expansion. It's HonMonO. We do have the bunker here in the mineral line. Going to be delaying any kind of mining. Going to just be disrupting the build here of Krystianer and the economy as well. As this bunker, it looks like it will get up and running. And the Reaper will be able to dive in. Now, thankfully, Krystianer's already ready for this. We have a shield battery on the way. With the help of this shield battery, this bunker will be dealt with. And we will deny mining for a time, but not forever, as we are floating into the oh my god! Krystianer, he is distracted here by the bunker, and the Rax is barely out of vision. We're going for Proxy Marauder in the main base of Krystianer. This is what I'm talking about. HonMonO's gonna cheese the hell out of you, but what's he gonna do? Mate, who knows, Bobby? Who knows? As the Tech Lab is finishing up, Marauder is on the way, and we are still hyper-fixated here at the natural. Bunker still keeping the attention of Krystianer. Is gonna be repaired. He's gonna stay up and running a little bit longer before the salvage. And the Reaper will barely escape. Back at home, cycle production is commencing. We're getting into a 1-1-1. Very aggressive build here by HonMonO. This is looking like a one-base all-in. Still no CC. The probe does confirm the starport is on the way. But here come those Marauders, and still no scout. We have concussive shell on the way. And Krystianer has no idea. Now, these Marauders, they can wreak havoc here. There's an Artosis pylon that can be shut down. We can depower everything in the main base. We can focus down some probes. Eventually, these Marauders will be dealt with, but I'm curious if we bring everything... Oh, bit of a misrally. Gee, we cannot show our hand. Oh, he sees! He saw the Marauder! Oh, he knows. The boys are being pulled. Yeah, a bit of a miscontrol there from HonMonO. A bit of a misrally there. And the Marauders, they will be shut down. Nice cleanup from Krystianer. Again, HonMonO, he just rallied that Marauder a little bit too close to the gateway here and did reveal himself. And with that, HonMonO behind this is going to be expanding. Going to be expanding back at home. We're going to be transitioning here. Meanwhile, this Rax is floating back home, but we've seen HonMonO just land them before and just make use of them. We'll see. Ay. Again, that could have been disastrous. Could have been disastrous. Has been dealt with. We have an armory on the mech. Okay, HonMonO gonna be meching it up. HonMech is making his return. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen him, since we've casted HonMech, but he will be returning here against Protoss. Mass Cyclone production gonna be on the way here for our Terran player. We have the armory as well for vehicle upgrades, of course, and also for the mine drop. We do have a committed mine drop moving out across the map. Detection will be required. We do not have a... Oh, no, sorry. We do have a robo. And Krystianer is pushing. Krystianer, he did open up 4 Gate Blink Stalker, by the way. So Krystianer is going to be the aggressor here. HonMonO, he may be wanting to take control of this game, but Krystianer is pushing, and he will not allow HonMonO to expand. Here comes a Mind Drop. Here comes a Mind Drop. There is no observer. There's no detection. Mind Drop comes in, and we will be able to take control of the main base. Mind Shot's going to be going off. The medevac is going to be focused down. Blink is done. Shut down the medevac, but we deny any mining in the main base. The positioning. Oh god. The mine. Not going to go up here. We will clean this up. At the same time, ooh, another medevac goes down. Krystianer, GG, gets called as he shuts down the drop play. Does not allow the mech to get underway, and Krystianer takes game number 1. Ooh, let's go. GG, well played. Whew. Krystianer, he survives. The aggression survives the cheese of HonMonO. Knocks down any kind of drop play, takes control of the map, and we'll take a lead in this series. We'll take a lead here as we are getting ready for game number 2. Getting ready for that second game, which is going to be on Hecate. Let's go. Now I have to call him HonBio when he plays Bio. Oh, true. Here we go. And game 2 is going to be on HonMonO's server here. It's going to be on US West, so HonMonO will have a slight ping advantage as opposed to the previous game, which was in favor of Krystianer. Here we go. We are loading in. And the question becomes, the hell is that Terran gonna do? And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate, we have our red Polish Protoss player representing Team Blazer, leading the series 1-0. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the most honorable of honorables. We have the South Korean Terran player living in the land of Japan, representing Team Hyper 1. It is HonMonO. And again, last game, imagine a world where HonMonO didn't accidentally rally that Marauder over. The Marauder did reveal itself to the production, to the vision of Krystianer. That's why he was able to pull the boys and shut those Marauders down. So a rough moment there for HonMonO as he does slip around across the map. It looks like he's going for an eBay block. There we go. He's going to be avoiding the scouting pattern, avoiding this probe, slipping into the mineral line, and throwing down that eBay. So with this eBay block, we're going to be forcing, ideally we force the unnatural. Natural Krystianer, he's going to be very quick to scout, though he does confirm the racks. Sorry, he does confirm the eBay. And ideally he's going to be able to deny this and get his base up and running. There we go, additional boys have been pulled. Krystianer will shut this down. There's a decent amount of progression already on the eBay. A second eBay is on the way. HonMonO really wants to force the unnatural natural here, and it's going to take a while. Going to take a while for Krystianer to expand. Behind this, we're getting into a 1-1 opener. Racks into factory. Probe does confirm. We do force the first cancel. And we will force the second cancel as well. There we go. That was a lot of lost mine time, to be fair, but Krystianer able to take his natural base on location where he wants it to be. Now, HonMonO, he is aware that the natural has been taken, so the question becomes, do we still commit to Hellions? Ideally, you go for an add-on swap, you get into Hellion production, and you eviscerate the economy of the Protoss. But that will not be possible here. Well, it's going to be unlikely to occur, as Krystianer is pretty well set up on 2 bases. And we are going for the add-on swap, going for an expansion behind this. HonMonO taking his natural. With this add-on swap, we should be getting to Hellions. We could try and get into Cyclones. But Hellions are typically what we go for. Oh, there it is. Double Cyclone production. Let's go. Now, I do like this a lot more. Hellions can't really do much in this position without a drop, without, like, a medevac. So Cyclone's going to be a little bit more robust here for HonMonO, as Krystianer has chosen his tech of choice, Twilight Council. I do like this. Twilight Council allows you to be aggressive. We can go, once again, 3-gate blink, 4-gate blink here from Krystianer. We can take control of the map, take control of the game, and put HonMonO on the back foot. So I do like this opener overall. We'll see if we can make use of it. See if he can. As Cyclone's going to be fanning out, looking for any kind of stray units, any kind of scouting probes. More Raxes on the way. We've seen this before. It's going to be a 3-1 setup here. 3 Raxes. Big delay on the starport. We are amassing a massive army. And this most likely will lead into a 2-base all-in. We may invest into the starport, or we may just skip it. We may just skip it entirely. Pull the boys with this. Meanwhile, Cyclones are moving out. We do get eyes on the gateway on the low ground. Cyclones have arrived. Shield battery is ready, though, so we should be able to hold on. Krystianer will defend, will survive. Again, going to be getting into 2-gate blink. That gateway taking a lot of damage. Does take a lot of damage here. This HonMonO, he's going to be backing off. I do appreciate that he's keeping these Hellions across the map so we can potentially get into a mineral line. So far, Krystianer is in position. And HonMonO will not find a way in. Now behind this, we're getting to early tank production. We do have the eBay for +1. It's only going to be +1 here for HonMonO. We've seen this before. We'll see it again. We're just building up a death ball of an army. And I do appreciate that Krystianer is going for 4-gate Blink Stalkers. 4 gateways here. We're working with a mass amount of Blink Stalkers. And I think this is just a really good build here against HonMonO. With this, we should be able to just pressure and contain HonMonO to 2 bases. Stalkers have arrived. HonMonO getting ready for a surround, though. Big tank volley goes off. Cyclone's not quite coming in from behind. But the blink has been revealed. Aliens rotating around. There are plenty of Stalkers once again in position. HonMonO, he goes for the dive. He's going to get a couple of probes. 3 workers go down. We get a 4th. We get 6 probes in total. Maybe 7. Oh, just barely not towards the end. The Hellions are cleaned up. Krystianer focusing on his push, focusing on his dive into the main. And HonMonO has to be defensive. God, as there are just so many Blink Stalkers. Bunker was salvaged, actually. Ooh. Bunker was salvaged. Tanks are pushing forward. HonMonO, he wants to push, but against 4-gate blink, I don't know if we can. Taking an aggressive stance. We dive on top of the tanks. 1, 2, 3 tanks go down. Big pickoffs. The main bulk of the army has fallen. But we're going to be trading every single Stalker for this. 4 Stalkers do escape. This was a brutal trade. 10 Stalkers for 3 tanks. I mean, we can keep warping in Stalkers. That's the thing. We can just keep warping in. And the tank count was completely reset. HonMonO, he wants to push. Does get the Observer. He does want to push out. He wants to break free. He wants to make use of +1. 3rd base is on the way for Krystianer. He knows he has map control. He knows he can get further ahead. HonMonO forced to throw down that starport as well. Forced into a longer game. Krystianer, he is in control. Jumping into the main base. Oh! Force the lift. We have our scan. We get eyes on the 3rd. HonMonO, he's aware that he's falling behind. But again, Krystianer's doing such a great job here just containing. He's always just outside the natural, outside the 3rd base, or at the 3rd base. Just making sure that there's no drop, there's no move out. Stim is done. But Krystianer, he's here to punish this. More Marines going down to the Blink Stalkers. Getting the tank as well. Ugh. Another tank goes down. HonMonO, he needs to kill. I mean, there's no other way about this. Like, what else do we do? Another tank goes down. HonMonO down to 1. We'll try to chase this down. And he has to throw, yeah, he has to throw out a 3rd CC. 3rd CC is on the way. There's no all-in. There's no potential here for an all-in. Not anymore. Not after losing 5 tanks. And Krystianer can chill. He can chill. He can saturate his third base. Getting into charge. Working towards Archons. Drop into the main. And HonMonO has to turtle. Oh my god, he's got a Ghost Academy on the way. 2 more Raxes. It's going to be a rough road to recovery here for HonMonO. As Krystianer is just getting further ahead here. I would appreciate something along the lines of Colossus production, like a Bay into Colossi, but for now, Krystianer just building up his Gateway army and going for Storm instead. Do appreciate it. Storm is going to be on the way. Forcing the army back. Still building up his third. Now, we have seen HonMonO just pull the boys anyway, even if he has a third CC. He's done it before. Keep an eye on him. There we go. Third base is soon to be landed on location. Krystianer behind this, he can take a fourth. He can take his fourth base. He can start taking up and transitioning a little bit further here. He has more High Templar, more Storms. Prism comes in. Ooh. Prism does go down. A nice pick off here from HonMonO. He was lying in wait, was in position. Zealot's going to be moving out to harass. You have Zealots from one end. You have Stalkers from the other. And there it is. There's the second Robo. There's the Bayfook. Eventually Colossus production. And once Krystianer can stabilize and get into Colossi, like, he is going to be looking very pretty here. Like, it's... It's gonna be looking good. But we're going for a Storm drop. Let's go. Oh no, we're just moving out. Okay. I was like, wait, yo, we're going for the SCVs? No, we're just moving out with the main army. Storm is done, and we have how many High Templar? 4 High Templar in total. 2 on the ground, 2 in the Prism. EMPs are gonna be crucial here. EMPs on the Zealots, on the Archons, on the High Templar. EMPs are necessary for HonMonO. Without them, he will crumble. Here we go, Krystianer. He does rock up, dives into the army. There we go. Massive Storm here on the Bio Army of HonMonO. That was only one. That's going to be the second Storm. We have 2 more left. Big EMP. 1 Storm remains. Does connect here with the Bio. Decent EMPs overall here by HonMonO. He will force his back. Up gets High Templar. Gets the Prism. Very nice pick off. He'll be able to kite back to the safety of his tank. But again, the EMP was brutal. Krystianer being forced back. HonMonO, he actually takes a worker lead. I'm a little bit surprised by this. I mentioned before, when HonMonO was landing his third, we needed a fourth. Krystianer, he's staying on 3 bases, which is concerning to me. Scan reveals lack of fourth. Yeah, HonMonO, he's checking as well. He's like, no shot. Like, what's going on? 4th base now on the way for Krystianer, but this is a late 4th. The 4th of HonMonO is faster than that of his opponent. Krystianer maybe resting on his laurels a little bit there. Gets caught out. Stalker's going to be going down. Yeah, big flank there from HonMonO. Archons come in. There's 1 Storm available. The 4th base is denied. And HonMonO, he's taking a bit of a lead here. Colossus finally rocked up. Big, oh my god, massive mine shots. EMP as well. Krystianer, he's falling apart a little bit here. Now we have a 4th base on the way, but again, it's a very late 4th. Very late economy here. Krystianer, he lost most of his army. Does have his Colossi, but HonMonO, he's stabilized. Could do with a 4th base, as he's heavily oversaturated. Like, HonMonO making non-stop workers. 4th base on the way. HonMonO turning into Hon Macro, papi. Let's go. I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, HonMonO, he's so used to pulling the boys, he knows how to make a worker, okay? He knows how to make SCVs. And we're getting his 4th base up and running. Now, we have hit Critical Mass of Colossus. We have 4 Colossus with the main army. Like, Krystianer, this army is still something to be respected. He does have a double destructive production behind this. So, even with HonMonO taking a supply lead, Disruptors can still swing things in Krystianer's favor. But what I will say, though, is that HonMonO is suddenly in control of this game. He had a disastrous start. He lost 5 tanks. Like, Krystianer, he looked amazing at the start of this game, getting to his third base economy. But again, he kind of put himself all in, is what I will say. Krystianer, he stayed on 3 bases, committed to a push that didn't work, and it felt like he didn't have a plan afterwards. It felt like he didn't really have a next step there. He wasn't really expected to be pushed away there. And after he was, yeah, no, Krystianer in a rough place right now. So Rama going to be coming in. You do get eyes on this third base, forcing back the army. Forcing back HonMonO. Now, when it comes to this army, what do you have to work with? We have 7 Ghosts, we have 5 Vikings, a decent Viking count here. Liberators are on the way. This is risky, but we're rushing into really early Liberators here for HonMonO, and that's a really good way to actually take control of the fight. Does scan, does see the army, another mine shot goes off. Zelda Mine does dive in. HonMonO confirming the lack of expansion towards the top left. Confirming that he's in a better economic position, but he is out of position. Krystianer pushing up the ramp. HonMonO late to siege. Never goes up. Good connection. Up. Oh, very good connections here against the Marauders. Again, this is what Krystianer needs. He needs these Purification Novas to connect. Okay, Krystianer, he's still in this. Vikings going ham, getting a lot of damage done here to those Colossi. The mine! Oh my god, these Widow mines. They're brutal. Krystianer going to be consolidating his army. He does rotate once again towards that ramp. HonMonO, he needs a center tower. This center tower, without it, he's having a hard time keeping up with the rotations. Krystianer pushing towards the area between the bases, towards the third even. HonMonO trying to keep up. There he goes off. Krystianer rotating back around, getting a 5th base as he does posture. And both players have maxed out. He's going in. Novas go off. Big connections. We connect with the Ghosts. Ghosts go down. The splits were not good enough. And Krystianer, he's pulling HonMonO apart. Give this man some Purification Novas. Give him some balls. We can make it work. Another connection here as HonMonO, he's pulling apart against these Disruptors. So many juicy Novas. Despite recovering in this game, he's having a hard time here against the army. The Novas once again connect. Liberator's going to be sniped. Liberator range is on the way. HonMonO taking some rough trades here. Yeah, losing a lot of his army. Do rotate around. We do catch HonMonO once again out of position. Big Novas connect. 14 SCVs go down to the Purification Novas. And HonMonO just having a very hard time rotating. He does lose a massive chunk of his Vikings. And he is being pulled apart. Left and right here. Operation Zone is now thrown down. The damage has already been dealt. And we just keep rotating over. Now HonMonO is proactively sieging up these Liberators. Oh, we do catch a Colossus. Good pickup. I do appreciate that this time he's keeping some of these Libs sieged up. What we needed earlier. 6th base on the way. Krystianer, he does have map control. Brutal push though. Novas go off. We will connect with the army once again, but we push into a liberation zone. The freedom is too much. And Krystianer will lose everything here. The Disruptors go down. 2 Colossi remain. You can see Krystianer plummet in supply. Again, just a little bit too overeager. He was trading very well until that moment. And now suddenly HonMonO, he's back in this. We're pushing into liberation zones once again. The freedom is too much. Massive shots going off here on the Colossus on the High Templar. This is not a good fight for Krystianer. He loses so much. Once again. We have to respect the libs. We have to respect the freedom. As Krystianer, he lost every single Disruptor. He lost all his High Templar. Lost his Colossi. And now HonMonO suddenly up 40 supply. Ay, ay, ay. Again, we're just going mass lib. Mass liberators here. Forcing back the army once again. The freedom. The freedom is here. Just bullying Krystianer back. Further and further, and mate. HonMonO, he's not slowing down. Still up in army supply. I say army supply. He's got 100 SCVs. Oh my god. I just realized. Oh wait, no, not 100 SCVs. Okay, I'm blind. It was 100 army supply. Look, it's 8 a.m. I've been up 24 hours. And we dive in. We zone away the Protoss army. The freedom is here. And Krystianer cannot touch this. He's going for a bit of a pseudo base trade, pushing into the freedom zones. Going to be losing everything. As HonMonO, he can just push into the natural, push into the main base. At the cross the map, Celta going ham. SCVs are falling. Oh my god. So many SCVs going down. But HonMonO, he doesn't care. Takes control of the production. It is a base trade. Krystianer, he realizes he cannot push into this. It's not happening. Cannot push in. He's focusing on bringing down those CCs. Now remember, Krystianer, he can always recall. He can recall back home, but he shouldn't. HonMonO has the supply lead. In a head-to-head fight, HonMonO wins. HonMonO will win a fight. So Krystianer has to avoid the army. Has to avoid the army at all costs. Does get on top of this planetary. Planetary goes down. The main base is falling. Everything in the main is being depowered. And I feel like HonMonO has to turn around. HonMonO, he will lose this game against this army if he doesn't come back home. He just doesn't have enough here. He has no liberators, he has SCVs, has a handful of marines. Good dodge there from Krystianer, pushing his way in towards the main. One liberator does arrive, but Krystianer, yet he shuts down the natural. HonMonO, he's committing. But again, I feel like these liberators are not really doing much here. The only chance is HonMonO holds on to the main, and he will. Krystianer, he backs off. He does back off. I think this is a bit of a mistake. I think Krystianer, he has to push up this ramp. Scan reveals his space. Again, I don't know if Krystianer can fight this. He's down in army supply. I don't know if he can fight these. Look at all these. How do we push in? We can't. Oh boy, Krystianer, he races back home. Big EMP. Disruptor goes down. Both of them do. And again, I don't think Krystianer can ever deal with this. Once again, Liberation Zone's being thrown down on top of the army. We dive on in. Colossi going to be going down. We pick up. We get to the other side of the libs. Good movement. Good movement out of Krystianer. Cleans up most of the army. Cleans up so many Liberators. But behind this, we have reinforcements. HonMonO still has... He's double the army supply. Double the army supply here of Krystianer. And here we go, the final fight. Zealots go down. Stalkers are forced back. And HonMonO is looking to snowball out of control. Krystianer, he does have some mining. He does have gateways. He can reinforce. HonMonO, he makes his way across the map. Krystianer looks like he's holding on to top left. High Templar, big movement here. High Templar with storms. Well, soon to be with storms. Base is going to be going down. Krystianer going to be evacuating. Remember, Storm was researched. Yeah. And that is a way for Krystianer to take a fight. Like, 2 good Storms is all he needs. Base goes down. Due tonight, a lot of mining time here in the main. Oh my god, this is a brutal liberation spot. I mean, the Stalkers can't touch this. It's out of range. He is out of range. Probes are going down. We are denying any kind of mining here. Krystianer losing every single probe. How many High Templar? 4 High Templar, 4 Storms. Probe is going to be going down. Again, these High Templar are the way that Krystianer can win. Oh my god! They are the way we can win this, but... we killed 24 workers with this one Liberator. We go back into the main. We depower everything once again. We clean up. HonMonO long distance mining. Goes for the scan. We have 19 probes here against the 16 of HonMonO. I can't believe these The mines, he survived! Big shots going up. Oh god. These Widow mines are deadly. Meanwhile, Zelse get across the map. Gonna be harassing the mineral line, gonna be shutting down any kind of mining that HonMonO has left. But GG gets called, it's not gonna be enough, and HonMonO will take game number 2, tying up the series 1-1. We're going to the ace match. We are going all the way to game number 3. Let's go. Let's go, Papi. As it looks like we are going to be bringing in one of our other casters here. Dave Testel, he was covering the upper semifinals. Skillous does take down... Skillous takes down Wayne 2-0 and advances on to the grand finals. Meanwhile, we are here to determine who faces off against Skillous in those finals. Will it be HonMonO or Krystianer? It's going to be one player or the other. Oh, hold on. We need to make sure we get homemade Dave in here. There we go. Here we go. Ooh. We do load in. And it all ends on Golden Aura. Here we go. Oh my god. Which is a very short rush distance map. Does favor aggressive play. And we'll see where this does take us. As spawning in the top left hand corner of Golden Aura, we have our red Polish Protoss player representing Team Blazer. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the yellow Terran representing Team Hyper 1, forcing the ace match. It is HonMonO. Here we go. Again, it all ends here. It all ends in the ace match on Golden Aura. And it could still go either way. Personally, I would love to see HonMonO versus Skillous. That'd be amazing. Just for some more chaotic TVP action. But at the same time, Krystianer is still an amazing player. And again, would be great to see him in a PvP as well as HonMonO. He does avert the probe scout. He does go the long way around. Is going to be dipping into the natural base, and we're going for another eBay block. eBay block is coming in. Likewise, Krystianer very quick to scout. He does pull the boys. Probe is here on the low ground. Additional workers are being pulled. So Krystianer, he will shut down this eBay block. He will take his natural. The SV is being forced back, and we should be forcing a cancel. Second eBay gets thrown down, but ooh, just a little bit too much damage dealt to that SCV being forced back. And Krystianer will be able to expand. For those that are curious, if this was not scouted, if the eBay gets a little bit too much progression on it, then Krystianer will have to expand elsewhere at a more exposed location. Behind this, getting into our factory, should be getting to Cyclones once again. Just catching up with the chat. I want HonMonO to win only to get my points back. Este holy line. True. Next level will be pulling your buildings along with your SCVs. Or making proxy CC so you can pull the boys faster. There you go. Hello, welcome. See Senju in the chats. Positive variable. Heavenly vibes. I feel like that's... I just said the same thing twice. Positive variable and heavenly vibes. I like it. Let's go. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves this lovely weekend full of StarCraft. This is our third broadcast of the day, by the way, and I am ready to go to bed after this. It is 8:30 a.m. in the morning here in Australia. Can't wait to go to bed and do it all again. Yeah, we have a lot of casting tomorrow as well. A lot of casting. Behind this, we do have a Robo Opener. Very interesting, a very safe way to play. So with a Robo Opener, it does allow access to faster Immortals and faster Colossus production from Krystianer. Meanwhile, HonMonO back at home, looking like a one-base all-in. He's going for a 1-1-1 reactor to factory here, getting into Widowmine production into a very fast drop. No CC in sight. Show us the armory. Oh boy, armory is not going to be on the way yet. Thankfully, because it's a robo opener, we have access to detection to observers. And there's that first immortal on the way. Again, a very safe way to play here from Krystianer. Oh, there's the CC. It is a very delayed command center for HonMonO, but it's on the way nonetheless. And here we go. 4 winter mines being sent across the map. An insane commitment here to the mine drop. Let's go. HonMonO going to be boosting out across the map. And we're not stopping, by the way. We are continuing Widowmine production and medevac production. It's going to be non-stop mine drops here from HonMonO. And we do not have Phoenixes or Stalkers to defend. This could actually work quite well against a robo opener, just because of the immobility of these immortals. No blink, no Phoenixes. Probes are going to be going down. Again, it looks like Krystianer was expecting Cyclones again, basically. He was expecting a Cyclone follow-up just like game number 1. Sorry, just like game number 2. Here comes our next Widow Mine drop. Oh, yo, we heard you like Widow Mines, Bobby. As we have 8 Widow Mines being sent across the map. It's going to be 4 for each base. We have 2 Immortals in between them, but again, Immortals, they do not kill Widow Mines too fast at all. You know, Adept trying to get some scouting information, does get eyes on the Raxes. We have 1 mine drop set up, the other on the way. And what do we have as army? A couple of Adepts, a couple of Immortals. This is going to be intense. Here we go. Immortal drop on the way, which means how much less DPS to deal with this. And here we go. We're going in. The mine drop into the natural. The mine drop into the main base. We'll be burrowing. So far, good target firing. Oh, good juggling here out of Krystianer. You want the main? No reaction. No reaction, and 13 probes go down. The damage has been done. We get a mineral line, and we escape with some of those Widow Mines as well. Out of 8 Widow Mines, 3 of them do make it out. And just like that, HonMonO's ahead. HonMonO, he takes a worker lead. He's ahead in the worker count. He's ahead with mules alongside that as well. He has a better economy, and he's getting into a pretty interesting army composition. We have tanks being prioritized, and Banshees on the way. Oh no! No, I don't like this! Buffy! Massive mine connections. This should not have happened. 11 more probes go down. And Krystianer's all in. It's all or nothing. One way or another, the game will end. We have to end it with this army. Bunker's not done. Boys, they have to be pulled. The Banshee coming in clutch here. Sentry's going to be going down with the Immortals. The Immortals, they're pushing through. Can we pull this off? We have a tank. We have a tank on the high ground. The Immortals are going ham. Boys have to pull. Can we repair? Tank does fall. The tank does fall, and we are not able to break through. The mine shots! No, not like this. That's crazy. The question marks are real. The mines. The Widow Mines were the MVP, and just like that, that's game. That's crazy. That was an insane. It just went across the map, Buffy. Oh my god. The mines, they cripple the economy and they cripple the army as well. Oh my god. Not like this. As HonMonO, he has an army, he has an economy. He has this in the bag. Krystianer desperately trying to make a War Prism to get it back across the map to just continue the all-in. What else can he do? What else can he do? He's trying to cripple the economy, gets into the mineral line, gets an SEV. Gets an SEV there, and that is so. We're pulling the boys. I mean, hey, it's HonMonO. May as well end it with the finisher, with what HonMonO is known for. The boys are being pulled. There's nothing left. There's a handful of Adepts, and they do nothing here. We even have these Banshees catching reinforcements. We shut down the Adepts as well. And HonMonO, he is doing it. What is he? He's HonMonO, Papi. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. That was crazy. That should not have happened. Oh my god. Stalker's trying to come in from behind. Again, there's no blink. It was a robo opener, not a Twilight Council. There's no blink. Stalker goes down. The tanks do siege. Big volley is going to be going off as well. And we can just work our way towards the bases of Krystianer. He does have some zealots, but they have vanilla zealots. Again, no upgrades. Good target firing here on one of the tanks. But these stalkers are so battered, they're so bruised. Deep in the red, we're pushing into the natural base. Shield battery goes down. We're trying to catch some reinforcements. Do we catch some marines and a tank? Oh no! But the prism goes down to the marines once again. And with that, HonMonO, he has already broken into the mineral line. Good luck gets called, and HonMonO will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. My that was painful. That mine shot, it hurt me. I wasn't even playing, I was just watching, and it hit the soul, Poppy, right in the soul. GG, well played. Congratulations to HonMonO as he does take the series here. 2-1, advancing on to face off against Skillus. And Skillus, he doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know, Pop. Doesn't know the nonsense that is HonMonO. Ay. Congratulations. Big shout out to Air Orange in the chat. Thank you so much, Poppy. Thank you so much. Do appreciate the support. Do appreciate it. Because subscribing for 26 months, over 2 years. Thank you so much for subscribing. Gracias, Papi. Gracias. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Gracias. I'm catching up in the chat.